How are you, everyone? Okay. I I am committed to at least post one video every day. Okay. It's either on my educational uh, playlist, like for example, posting videos about programming tutorials, or it can also be a video from my personal activities as a pet lover and for my travel sometimes, or it can also be a video for my grandson, because I tend to document all the improvement, the development of my second generation son, right? My only grandson as of now. Okay. So, but on this video, I am going to share with you guys uh, a program. Okay, so it is actually a programming problem, and then we'll try to do some programming along the way, and we'll do manual simulation on it. And along the way, we'll discuss and share my techniques in analyzing, and after that, we'll try to run it out, execute it by way of using our online compiler, and let's see what's the screen output. Okay, so I hope at the end of this video I'll be able to share my expertise in C, and on your part as viewers, you can understand the logic and the flow of the program. Okay, so to let the ball rolling, I would like to show you my online notepad. Okay, this is actually our working place. This is the place wherein we tend to create programs, right, and do some manual simulation. And after doing manual simulation, we'll copy and paste it, and run it to our online compiler, and let's see what's the screen result. Okay, now this is the problem. Design a program to print alphabets from A to Z, small letter. So there are actually two ways to print an alphabet. It's either by by way of using uh, the alphabet itself, or we can either use ASCII code, right? Like for example, capital letter A has a value of 65, and capital letter B has a value of 66. Capital letter C has a value of 67, so on and so forth. While small letter A has a value of, I think, 97, and then small b is 98, small c is 99, and so on and so forth. That's on us, right? So I will be showing to you guys two ways to address this programming problem. Okay, first is we'll be using for loop, and then along the way we'll be using the character itself, the letter itself. All right, so here, um, um please follow my screen. um, all right, and then I love this function in main. I would like to use ch as my, right, my variable, and I declare it as a character variable because I'll be using the letter itself, right? And then I sorry I am going to use for loop. For ch is equal to um, small letter a, right? So ch is being declared as a character value, and therefore it caters character variable, and it will eventually caters character values. Uh, for us to inform the compiler that this is a character value, we will have to enclose it with a single quote. So if you can see here, letter A, small letter A, is enclosed with a single quote. Are you following? Okay. And then we'll try to check the condition if our ch no, if our ch is less than or greater than z, and eventually we will increase our ch every time um, every time it loops. Okay, so are you following? All right. So here now, then we will display right the character. So we can say printf and then uh percent %c, because we are dealing with a character variable, and whatever is the value of each, right? And then we need to issue return 0 because I am using, or we are using, integer main. Okay, valid. Okay, so in here, if we are going to simulate it manually, ch has a value of a first, and then the condition is asking whether ch is less than or equal to z. Now, technically, a has a corresponding value in as much as ch is being declared as character, and a has a smaller value compared to z. All right. So since a is lesser than z, then that makes the condition true. And if it is true, what is then? What is then the content of the loop body? The loop body says print whatever is the value of ch, and it will display letter A, right? And because of this curly bracket, it goes back to here. And when it goes back, ch will be increased by 1. So ch now becomes how much? Or ch now becomes b because of this ch plus plus. Okay, and then followed by a condition. Is ch, which is b, less than or equal to z? Of course, the condition is true, and if it is true, print whatever is the value of ch. That's b. Until such time that the value of ch is more than the value of z, and that makes the condition false. And if it is false, it will then exit from the loop and comes return 0 that will terminate eventually the program. Okay, so very simple. Now we'll try executing this program here in our by the way, we need to delete this one. I'm sorry. Okay, we have to delete this. All right. I'm sorry. I need to delete this one and also this one. I will try clicking run program. Oh, see, look at that. It displays A, B, C, D, E, F, G up to letter Z. But then to give space in between, so we'll try to expand the data placeholder. All right. So we'll try to and we'll run it again. Okay. So A, B, C, D, E, F. It's very simple, and to make it users friendly, we'll try to display in here letters in alphabet. All right, letters in alphabet, and then backslash n. I'm sorry, backslash n, backslash n. Okay, let's try running it again. There we go. Letters in alphabet A, B, C, D, E, F, G, H, I, J, K, L, M, N, O, P, up to letter Z. Okay, so it is so simple. And what if you can remember when we were in grade 1, grade 2, grade 3, the alphabetical letters that we can see in front of us are actually capital letter A followed by small letter A, capital letter B, then small letter B. Okay, how to do that? Now let's do it this way. All right, please follow my screen. We'll add printf. Okay, and then we'll be using another variable. Let's say the variable is cap. All right, and then we'll add in here. Okay, under the declaration part, we'll say cap is equal to um, capital letter A. All right, are you following? And then after here, we need to increase the value of cap by 1 every time it loops. Are you following? So when we run this program, as it's in the elementary time. Okay, so I hope I discussed it well. I hope I was able to explain the logic of the program. Okay, so if you can see, I declared two variables, ch for the small letter and cap for capital letter, but then I initialize it by capital letter A because once this condition is true, all right, once the value of ch is greater than small letter z, then I need to display these two printf statements. The first one is whatever is the value of cap, the character value of cap, and the second one is whatever is the value of ch. All right. So if we are going to expand the space in here for capital letters, and if we are going to run, right, look at this. So there is a gap between capital letter A and small letter A. But then if we eliminate the extra space, it's more understandable and right personalized. Okay, so if you have some questions, please do some comments on this video, right? And if you like this video, I'd love to suggest that please click subscribe button, and please share this YouTube channel or video to your friends, to your relatives, to your classmates, of course, who are enrolled in BSIT or BECCS or any computer related subject courses. I know this video is so much useful to them, right? And I'm pretty sure all schools, I think, if you tend to learn, C programming or programming journey, for example, if you enroll BSIT, BSIS or what, you have to study C programming language. And our approach here is so simple. I intentionally have my discussion in a very simple manner. Okay, now let's go back to our notepad. Diba, I told you that there are two ways to address this problem. We can, number one is we can actually use the letter itself for the for loop, and the second one is we can use the corresponding numeric value of this character. Okay, now how to do that? Let's do it. Okay, now here, please follow my screen. Okay, include, right, std int main, of course, and um what is this? I need to declare ch, or I can use x, right? I, for example, I can use I as my variable, right? Since I'm using the numeric value of its character, no? And then the next one is I need to display first um, letters in alphabet, right? And also I'm going to use for loop. So for I is equal to 1, not 1, it's 65, I think. Yeah, the value of small letter a is 65. No, 90. What is that? What is, how much is the value um of, let's try 65. All right. And then while I is less than or equal to, let's try 100. Okay, let's do some, experimentation, trial and error way of programming. I forgot the value of, I'm sorry, value of I. Then I need to display whatever is the value of I. But eventually, instead of using %d, because uh, uh, I is being declared as an integer variable, right? Instead of using %d as placeholder, okay, I will discuss this one later. Whatever is the value of I, and then return 0 here. Okay, now we'll try highlighting this one. Let's do some copy and paste. All right, and we'll try executing this one to our online compiler. We'll try running this program, see what's the result. um I'm sorry. Oh, see, right? Can you see it? The result is um I need to issue a command \n here. All right, so when I'm going to run this program, it will eventually display, right, 65 to 100, right? But then if we are going to change this to %c, all right, so meaning whatever is the numeric value of I, display it at the placeholder that is %c, a character placeholder. Then eventually that I will be converted into a character value. Okay, so I will try running this program. I just don't know what is the value of. I'm sorry. Small letter. Okay, I'm sorry. Small letter. All right. So I think we'll have to end this up at 90, 95, I think, right? 95. Let's click run. Trial and error. Sorry. Um, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 90. Okay? So 90. Alright, so we are now trying to display, we are now trying to display uh ABCD but in capital letters. I forgot the value of capital letter A and small letter A. But then, based on our experimentation, capital letter A is 65, right? And B is 66. And our loop starts at 65, which refers to A. And when it goes back again, I becomes 66. And by using %c, it's being converted into a character, and that's B. Next, when it loops again, I becomes 67, and that refers to capital letter C, and so on and so forth. Okay, so the techniques in here, instead of %d, look at this. Let's go back to %d, because knowing that I is an integer, all right, when we press enter, when we click run, it will display 65 to 90 because our upper limit is 90. But then if we are going to change it to C, right, and run it, click run button, and it will display A, B, C, D up to Z. Now, going back to the first program, what if we need to add small letter? What is then the program? Let's do it in here. Let us say, for example, X. Okay, um, x, right? And then we need to initialize the value of x. The question is, how much is the value of small letter a? Oh my goodness, I forgot. Small letter a. Let's do experimentation, right? So let's have 97 for example. Let's say 95. Let's say, let's say 95, right? And then print if. Okay, are you following? Please follow. uh Percentage, we need to convert, right? We need to convert. We have to space, we have to erase the extra space in here, and whatever is the value of x. All right, and then we'll try to increase x by 1 every time it loops, and the value of x starts at 95, and when the condition is false, of course the value of x goes in parallel with the value of I, right? Because every time it loops, we tend to increase I by 1, and also we tend to increase x by 1 also. The only difference is that I started at 65 while x started at 95, and it goes in parallel. Okay, so we'll try running it again. Let's see what is the result. Ah, so meaning the value of small letter a is not 95 but 97. All right, 97. So we'll try running it again. Ah, see? Okay. So that's it. We're done. I'm done. Okay. So I hope I was, I was able to share with you guys some important techniques in programming. You know, knowing that programming is an art, diba? I told you that. If programming is an art, then let us be flexible as much as we can. And for us to become flexible, we have to learn a lot of angles in programming, right? We have to expose ourselves to programming activities so that at any time of the moment, when we meet programming problems, then we can then do some maneuvers. All right. So I hope I was able to discuss. I'm sorry. I hope my internet is okay. I just love to go back to my YouTube channel. Um, I'm going to post this video in a while. I hope I was able to explain the logic of the program, and I was able to explain it line by line, right? And I hope you get my discussions clearly. Okay. Thank you so much for now. God bless you. God bless us. Goodbye.